Hello and welcome to Diary of a Trader. Again, this is John with you on another video. Today we're going to be going over a forecast video. It is the 17th of September 2018, and on the screen here I have kind of a highlighted area in gray and then a very dark black vertical bar going down the screen. And this is on the dollar index chart, a 4-hour dollar index chart. If I scroll out, you can see that this is the market geometry of Gann's law of vibration. That is a law of vibration is a combination of particular time and price levels. And right now, we can see that the dollar index is sitting right on or near a square of price and time. In fact, on the 19th of September, we should see this play out. A square of time and price when we have a vertical level that is red and a horizontal level that is red. But basically, when I color code them, if they're the same color and time and price intersect and price is actually trading around that area, this is where we see a high probability of trends finding reversals and major volatility changes. So one of the things that I want to take a look at is these dates here. So this is on Financial Astrology, and it has nothing to do with how to get that, that Libra to fall in love with you. It has nothing to do with horoscopes or chicken bones or Madam Cleo. It's a study of the longitudinal location of planets in the sky, identifying those angles, and recording market behavior and human behavior. Or as the great Larry Pesavento put it, it is a correlation to the positions of a planet in its orbit to the behavior of the financial markets and human behavior. So there's a very important series of events that are coming up here. So I call it a time of troubles, and this is an entire series of things happening. So Venus goes retrograde from October 5th, and that's the beginning of this gray box here, from October 5th to November 16th. Now, the stock market in the U.S., that typically has stocks really do not like the Venus retrograde cycles. There's a high probability of volatility, of prices either trading down a lot or flat. This is especially true if we see that happen during a market that is near a significant swing high. So if we were to look at this is the get rid of that there. This is a daily chart of the S&P 500. If we want to put the retrograde cycles on here, we put Venus, and let's put that over the whole. So let's see, if we see the last Venus cycle, we saw that it was a downtrend. That was in April of 2017. The Venus cycle back before that was in 2015. We saw a pretty steep down move. We had a down move in the Venus cycle. Pretty flat here from the open to the close. Inverse head and shoulders pattern formed inside of that. Pretty flat open and close here. Actually, we did close higher on that one. Actually started off at a low and had a pretty nice rally from there. That's one of the things to notice too, is that retrograde cycles, if they appear at an extreme high or an extreme low, regardless of the historical behavior, you'll usually get a strong reaction to a new trend, and that's exactly what happened here. And so, but if we look at the Venus cycle, if we were to go back even farther in time, we can see that this is definitely a cycle where the retrograde cycle of Venus is one that we don't like to participate in trading any longs in equity markets. So that is what's happening on October 5th through November 16th. And so there's some near-term danger too, because there's a whole collection of things that are happening right up in front of us. So a lot of negative things too. So there's a full moon on the 24th of September. Mercury is in Libra. That's Mercury's in Libra from the 21st through the 24th. So it enters on the 21st, exits on the 24th. There are usually a lot of trigger events that happen in there. Then we have the Moon and Chiron. That's one of the, excuse me, they form a conjunction on September 24th. And it's not often that the Moon and Chiron form a conjunction. It's greater than, I believe it's greater than 15 years that happens. And every time that has happened recently, it's always been kind of a bad thing in the market. There's always a lot of rejection in the market, abandonment. Those are the kind of the qualities that show up. And then kind of a less important one is one of the the Uranus orbits is Vesta exits Capricorn on the 24th. Additionally, we have September 20th, which is not very far away. That's an early warning sign in the square here. It's that's where we have this pivot in time here, September 19th to the 20th. And then finally, the fall equinox starts on September 23rd. And that is also where Gans square of 9 ends and begins a full 360. So if we look at the square of 9, September 23rd is where it starts over. So the rotation of the angles in Gans square of 9, the 23rd of September is a big deal. This is where things often find a reset in any market. So moving forward in the currency markets, looking at the dollar index, is that this could be a very interesting time frame from, especially from starting on the 19th and going into the end of November. We should experience a pretty volatile time, and so anything that is in a significant trend and at or near important calendar year highs, all-time highs, or important swing highs or lows, we should expect to see a big change in that trend for at least 45 to 90 days. We'll have to, continued analysis will have to be done to determine if that's going to continue longer, but we'll just have to keep our eyes on that. Again, I hope you found this video interesting, and I hope it was helpful for you. We will be going over more of these forecast videos. And hope you guys have a great rest of your trade day, and I look forward to talking with you in our future videos. Bye-bye.